Okay, next. So that was pretty dark. Might be a little too dark, but I know I want this a little bit darker, and all these things, it's sort of hard to judge until you've really kind of gotten everything up to a certain level. So I'm getting a little bit different brush. I'm going to come back and just do this one overlap shape and make that a little bit darker with mostly blue. I could go over this whole thing. I think I'm just going to try. You can tell that's not a whole lot darker, and that's quite watery, and because I'm really not wanting to make it that much darker at all. I brought in a little bit more red. Try to make sure there's plenty of it. These brushes have, the silver brushes, black velvets, have a little bit pointier tip than those other ones, which is a little bit better for maneuvering around these tricky spots. Is that too blue? I think it is. I'm going to pull in a little bit more red. You know, I could probably even use a smaller brush. But as you're getting into trickier shapes like this, you will have the opportunity to practice your brush work. I am thinking to myself right about now, I wish I knew where my smaller brush was. Is it nearby? And this one is nearby. That'll help me control these edges a little bit better. What I will likely do is, towards the end, possibly just do a seriously watery wash over each bowl. I haven't decided that yet, but I'm going to go down to, so that's that one. Hey, you could be a little bit. A little bit more refined. Those might be sort of too close in value now, but I'm going to let that dry. And let's see, I want pretty much just this bottom one to be blue. So I'm going to move that stuff out of the way. That color there, make a clean spot here. So I'm wanting it to be darker. It's a little juicier. That might be a little too creamy. We'll see. It's gauging, you know, how dark of a pigment it actually is versus how concentrated it is versus what it's going to look like when I layer it on. It's a whole bunch of things. I think that'll be okay. This the ultramarine blue is a granulating pigment. Which just shows off more of the texture of the paper. Let's see. It's probably a good time for a small brush, but I'm going to keep at it here. Smaller brush. Cool. I will let that dry, and then I'm going to come back here and just get as dark as I can with these two particular colors. I'll probably adjust this one a little bit darker, and who knows, other stuff too.